So, welcome. We're going to be doing part 4 of Silent Hill Origins, and as per usual, while people roll in, I'm going to talk about the week's reading since Saturday. We finished the Lusiads. It's good. I like Renaissance art generally, and this is a particularly interesting just Renaissance poem because it's about war and not in the particularly reflective way that's humanist. It's very much about nationalism and pride. It is abstracting the concept of loyalty from a king or a particular monarch to a nation, and it is remarkable for that. But it does so. It does so in a way that valorizes like one force conquering all, that there being a unifying victor, which is very much a Roman concept. So I haven't read any criticism to this effect, but it does seem like a poem that, an epic that strives to be Roman, which is a lot of the humanities in the Renaissance time became Roman. But the most fascinating thing to me at all, excuse me, the most fascinating thing to me of all, which I found the most touching and the most humane, actually comes right at the end of, so like Camões has written like this whole big long poem about the Portuguese to the Portuguese, about how great their conquests are, their military might, how awesome their future is, and how much the sea loves them, and it is just this. And he also chronicles their history. Says how their great deeds are so much better than anything invented in the epic poetry of Virgil and Homer because it's real. And then at the end, he finds out that at the end, it's like because they are so martial as a society, they don't value the arts. And he being a poet, that obviously puts him in a weird position. So he writes, no more muse, no more. My lyre is out of tune and my throat hoarse, not from singing, but from wasting song on a deaf and coarsened people. Those rewards which encourage genius my country ignores, being given over to avarice and philistinism, heartlessness and degrading pessimism. Which is like, I mean, it's like writing this like long 150 page love letter, and then at the end being rebuffed and saying, yeah, well, fuck you. You know, it's like he is just it is stunning because I've never encountered a work that extols a nation's virtues so much to be undermined at the last second out of bitterness. So that is a takeaway from the Lusiad. If you're into historic literature, Renaissance writing, recommend it. The translation by Landaig White, Welsh scholar, lately deceased over the past few years, is the best one to go with. Next up will be the poems of Rabinadrath Tagore, who is an Indian poet. It kind of felt like if I'm reading one poem about European conquest of what ultimately became an imperial conquest of India and a series of great hardships, I owe it to my karma and the universe to read the Nobel Prize winning poet, one of the Nobel Prize winning poets from India, Rabinadrath Tagore, whose work I have read before but not this deeply, and he's exceptional. There's this just one line poem, praise shames me, for I secretly beg for it. That is good.